Hello friends, welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. Today, let's see this MA English entrance module paper for Hyderabad Central University. So this is the previous examination paper. So this actually now this is a computer-based text test. They conduct computer-based. So you just see that maximum time is for 2 hours and maximum marks for 100. One, so do not here, don't reveal instruction, don't reveal your identity in any manner on the OMR sheet. That's one. And next one, once you receive it answer booklet, you are supposed to write what ticket number on the question paper and OMR sheet. This question paper consists of 100 questions. So 100 questions. So whenever you are preparing for this question, you are supposed to prepare for 100 questions. And this question paper consists of 23. Right, actually this paper is 22 pages. So here there is a 0.33 marks will be deducted for every wrong answer in both part A and part B. So there is negative marking. So you must be very conscious while answering questions. At the end of the examination, so you are supposed to submit your OMR sheet to the examinator invigilator. Let's see the model paper here. MA English Entrance Examination, May 2019. So here the questions carry 1 mark each. At the same time, you have negative marks for wrong answers. So part A, what is the dead language? So you have 4 options. So dead language is a language which is not spoken anymore. Similarly, right here, this sort like if we get her email ID, we will invite her over to the workshop. This is like fill the blanks as an open condition. Similarly, there is a general no one-on-one correspondence between the word and its meaning, except in a few cases. This feature of human language is called arbitrariness. Match the following words with their correct meaning. So whenever you get this kind of questions, it is somewhat difficult to answer, but you must be very conscious. If you know any familiar out of this 4, if you are aware of at least 2 or 3, then you can pick the correct option. Otherwise you just skip it. But if you want to get a seat, then you have to answer this, keeping negative marks in mind. So the next question, the weeping woods is an example of pathetic fallacy. So we can see you put the verbs and brackets into the correct tense. So when the tailor had left, he realized he had forgotten his measuring tape. Match filling the following phrases correctly. So you can see this like also the right my respect towards in accordance with, it's like propositions with respect to, irrespective of, like it's based on prepositions. Supply the particle in the following phrasal. Raghu's youngest son is going in for love. Strike out the odd word sequence. So you can say miserably, generous, ambitious, because they are meticulous, accurate, scrupulous, something positive, laborious, orders, and odorous. This is also some kind of positive word. Precious, adored, cherished. Also one. The next one, match the verbs with correct objects, suitable verbal expressions. So 10th one, match the verbs with correct form suitable with the expressions. 11th one, choose the most appropriate word to complete the following sentence. A wet chick listens. 12th one, match the following expressions with their correct meanings. Also, it's 4 options. You must be very conscious while answering it. Furnish the correct verb forms in the following sentence. The Queen Victoria would have arrived last Friday had the Suez Canal been opened in January. So match the following words correctly, identifying their parts of speech. So as mentioned, the words as well as the parts of speech. In joke and their relation to unconscious, Sigmund Freud reveals himself as a spirited raconteur, notably of German jokes. So here, Who or what is a raconteur? A skillful teller of anecdotes. Match the following. Again, it's one. Going, gone, being, been, or particles. Next, 18th also the match the following. Top, epilogue, epigram. 9th, I said namaste to him because I respect his age. So here said denotes past action, while respect denotes actual action. Always respect age. So next, 20, choose the correct observation about the following sentence. Use the apostrophe in its proper place and omit it when it's not needed. So here it's correct sentence. Match the following parts to make full meaningful sentences. Next, there's also we have it even answer. When corrected, he showed great strength to run. Will be he showed great strength in running. Arrange the middle four sentences in correct order with the first and the last as they are. So it has given like this. So without disturbing K and P, so we are supposed to arrange this. So its order is O, M, L, N. The order. Next, the closest meaning of the word. So here, loquacious, talk to. Meena is a dead ringer of her aunt. Actually means Meena strongly resembles her aunt. Resemblance. This is the please turn page 8 of part B. So here, this is the part 1. It's mostly based on vocabulary and grammar part. Come to the part B. These questions carry each mark. So here answer questions 26 to 29 based on the following extract. So this is based on candidates' reading ability and to check reading comprehension and how they are going to answer these questions. What does the text primarily discuss? So candidates' understanding, to check their understanding about it. So this is 4 questions goes with that one. Again, there is one more answer questions 30 to 35 based on the following text. Again, there is one more short text. Arnold's position, racial explanation against social explanation. So similarly, Taine refers to, according to the writer, race and national spirit cannot be one and the same. The phrase table of ideas has a negative connotation. Arnold positions the genius in opposition to the society. Which of the following statements is more accurate? So based on that to the height of this great argument, I may assert eternal providence and justify the ways of the God to the man. So the famous lines are from Paradise Lost, right? The book 1. India's National Academy of Letters is known as Sahitya Academy. 38. Match the following. So here again we have 4 options. So pick the correct option. 39. Oz is the pen name of the famous Victorian writer. So whose was? It's Charles Dickens. Match the following writers with the countries of their origin or nativity. So part B, most of the questions are from literature. Not most, almost all the questions are from literature. To check the candidate ability of literature as well as reading comprehension. So there's the one. Arrange the following sonneteers in English in chronological order. So it has been given our sonneteers. So next, who are the gentry? Those of good social position, the class below nobility, are called gentry. In Romeo and Juliet, the humorous night did not mean a night full of amusement and fun, but of dampness. That's the following here. Fable, plot, John. Which of the following are the correct opening lines of John Donne's Holy Sonnet number 6? Today, to communicate means to exchange information, but in William Shakespeare's time it meant to share, make common to many. Match the following: phonology, etymology, orthography, semantics. Identify the correct chronological arrangement of the following well-known English poems. Next, here rate the following poems. So here 49 to 51 are based on a love poem. So this based on the poem you are supposed to answer the questions. So this is interpretation of poem. 51. So again here Lamprey in literature raises tag against an individual or institution. 54. Match the following playwrights with their works. Also the same. Identify the figure of speech in the passage. So one hyperbole. So this one, from that we can say hyperbole. In a dramatic tragedy, the Aristotelian unities consist of action, time, and place. In literature, an epic is a long narrative poem which is usually related to heroic deeds of a person of unusual courage and unparalleled bravery. Bravery, sorry. Uh, what unit of fiction is also mystery or crime fiction? A stereotype is an exaggerated belief associated with a category. Its function is to justify our conduct in relation to the category. A Tale of Two Cities is based on French Revolution. The title of Jane Joyce's most famous short story collection is The Dubliners. Who was the first poet laureate of England? John Dryden. Which of the following novels depicts the plight of the Bangladeshi immigrants in East London? Brick Lane. With which city is the Harlem Renaissance associated? New York. Identify the correct chronological order of the following. So again, this order. Who describes a poet as a man speaking to men? William Wordsworth. Caliban is a character from William Shakespeare's The Tempest, but he also features in a lead role in a poem by Robert Browning. Which among the following is not genre? This parody. A figure of speech refers to patterns perceptible to the ear and eye of the reader. To speak euphemistically means to speak in a mild manner of indirectly. The word is from the Greek and means sweet saying. Whilst it is well known that Thomas Hardy turned away from writing prose to writing poetry in the latter part of his career due to the vicious attacks on Jude and Obscure, which among the following turned from poetry to prose, giving expression to the same values, attitudes, and feelings from his poetical career in more balanced and measured form in the prose of his later days? Matthew Arnold. Among the following, which poet did not write in the pastoral mode? John Skelton. The English Renaissance had prose writers as well as poets and playwrights. Identify the list in which there is one writer who is not primarily known for his prose works. So this is Darnley, Sir Gawain, and the Green Knight is all three a verse romance, a medieval English text, and also legend. So 75. Post-colonial scholars of William Shakespeare usually focus on The Tempest and its representation of Caliban or Othello and its portrayal of the black hero. However, it is possible to study race relations via the post-colonial lens in at least two other plays of Shakespeare set in ancient times. This would be John Donne's in To His Mistress Going to Bed compares his mistress to America. When John Dryden uses the frugal kind and the winged nation for bees in his translation of Virgil's The Georgics, he is employing phrases. 78. In contrast to Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra, which of the following dramas by Dryden tells the story of the same lovers but restricts itself to their last few hours, all of love? Jonathan Swift is today remembered mainly for Gulliver's Travels. However, he also wrote a modest proposal in which he suggested that the children of the poor could be eaten by the wealthy. So again, there is one more poem. Read the poem given below and answer questions 80 to 84. This is the past. Ducky K, the girl I was, is out at sea. Isn't that funny? She just walks further and further away slowly. Soon I will think we had different lives, me and her and me. Maybe I will wave to her across the sea, lift my arm high above my shoulder, and wave to the wee girl with the black curly hair. Her skirt way above her knees, the dog see. So till 84, based on the poem. 85. The best way to be in the good books of one's bosses is to toe the line. William Blake's poem The Chimney Sweeper occurs in Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experiences. 87. Many of the eminent literary figures in colonial English literature have families links with other similarly eminent figures. In the table below, match the names in column A with the relationship in column B. W. B. Yeats wrote a series of poems featuring a character called Crazy Jane who talked to bishops about God, etc. The total number of these poems is 7. The famous phrase "something will turn up" is associated with which one of the following Dickens characters? So Micawber. The statement, "What a pity that youth must be wasted on the young," is an illustration of paradox. Kent in King Lear disguises himself in order to continue to serve Lear as his loyal servant. 92. Oh, but I fear the fickle phrase of fortune falls and hordes of arms in field. This is an example of alliteration. So repetition of repetition of consonant letter. Which of the following phrases is not found in John Keats' Ode to Autumn, from the Madeline crowd? Benjamin Disraeli coined the phrase "the two nations" to describe disparity in Britain between the rich and the poor. 95. Is it their mind-sized skulls, or brain, body, or genius, or nest full of brats gives their days this bullet of and automatic purpose? The above lines there refers to the thrashers and their concentration in achieving what they set out for, the efficiency of the thrashers in getting at their prey. Feminist is to feminist as purple is to lavender. This is an important statement defining the womanist perspective advanced by Alice Walker. 97. Who does Coleridge indicates by the phrase "a person perched in a thing"? A slave. 98. 99 and 100. 101, when you look at this, it's a smaller than. Miss Robert is coming to tea this afternoon as she is going to visit the Vicar Fast. She may be a little late. In the first sentence, we are introduced to Mrs. Robert. In the second sentence, Mrs. Robert is referred to twice as she. The she is a clear reference to Mrs. Robert and provides one obvious way in which the second sentence is tied to the first. To that extent, the second sentence presupposes the first because it would not be possible to interpret who this she is unless the information of the first sentence was already provided. The textual quality of these sentences derived from the given utterance's cohesion. So this is about the MA English Hyderabad Central University question paper. So when you are preparing for that, if you prepare in a proper order, so there is possibility to get through it, score more marks. So then you may get opportunity to get the rank, and you will get it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel for more videos and also share among your friends. Thank you.